What's up, people? What's up? Listen to this, man. This is really quick. I believe it's 2 o'clock in the morning. 2 o'clock in the morning, right here, Bronx, New York. No question about that. Everybody know my name. My name is K Solo. You guys know what the K stands for. Now, one of my videos, when I first started doing videos on YouTube, I spoke about the two brothers, the two Chinese brothers who I used to call the youngest one, the youngest brother. I used to call him Grasshopper. I was the one that gave him that name, Grasshopper, because of the movie, of the TV show Kung Fu. I gave him that name, me, K Solo, the one that used to call me Junebug. Okay, when I went to Rikers Island in 1985, I met the two brothers. I was in Six Upper, and then for Six Upper, I went to work in the mess hall. I met Grasshopper and his brother from taking their food to the day room. I mean, not to the day room. Excuse me, to the receiving room. They used to work in the receiving room. The three to 11 shift, 3 to 11 shift. Grasshopper and his brother used to work in the receiving room. When you first come in, when the inmates first come in to C-74, that's where you meet these two Chinese brothers. When I first got locked up in 1985, I was in the receiving room, a young man, 16 years old, 2 months to my birthday, to become 17. I met these two brothers. I asked them for a cigarette. I remember I asked them for a Newport. That's back in the days when adolescents could smoke cigarettes, and they didn't give me one. They was kind of cheap with their cigarettes because, and one way I understood why they was cheap with their cigarettes, because if they give you one, then everybody else is gonna ask them. And I understand that, no question about that. I understand that, and plus they knew little English, not too much English, a little English. And why I named the young brother Grasshopper, because I did not know how to say their name. His older brother, I used to call him Bruce Lee, sometimes Kato, from the Green Hornet and Kato. Now, why I'm saying this is the second video or the third video that I am coming out with this. Because someone sent me a video, is in my comments. You could go check it out. And this I believe it's a Chinese brother speaking to another Chinese brother who goes by the name of Big Head. Now, I was trying to read his name, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too good with Chinese names. That's why I used to call my boy Grasshopper, and I used to call his brother Bruce Lee, or sometimes Kato. You understand what I'm saying? Because his older brother looked like Bruce Lee. I'm not gonna lie about this. And second of all, one of them got killed upstate. One of them got killed upstate. I never found out who it was. I don't know who it was. I cannot tell you who it was, because if I tell you, I'm lying. But I think, and I'm like 50-50 on this. I think it was Bruce Lee, aka Kato, the one I used to call Kato or Bruce Lee. It was one of those names, two of those names. I used to call him, when I felt like calling him Kato, I used to call him Kato. When I used to call him Bruce Lee, I used to call him Bruce Lee. And let me tell you, I was closer to Grasshopper. And yes, Grasshopper is my age, 55 years old. Kato was about 58, a little older than Grasshopper. They was brothers. And they story about the COs, because I hear this dude, this Chinese brother, with no disrespect to that Chinese brother, a big head, and the brother that's interviewing him. No disrespect to you guys, but I gotta say, my brother Big Head, your information is really, really wrong, Papi. I'm gonna keep it fishing with you. And it was not 10 COs, bro. It was 3 riot squads, bro. One riot squad is 12 COs. One riot squad is 12 COs. So that means Grasshopper and Kato took out 33 COs. Took them out. The COs had the sticks and everything, bro. Not only they took out 33 COs, they beat the shit out of about 9 to 10 black dudes that they was 5%ers. Okay? They beat the shit out of it. Was 9 to 10 5%ers. These brothers beat the shit out of them, bro. Let me tell you, I was not there. Actually, they got locked up in 84. They was already in Rikers Island C-74 when I got locked up. I got locked up January 2nd, 1985. They was already there. They got locked up in 1984, and I'm tired of telling people this. I was the first one who started Rikers Island Stories, and I will be the last of the last Mohegans. You feeling me? So, and everybody was saying, oh, they got locked up in 86, they got locked up in 82, 83. Bro, let me tell you, thank God to this brother Big Head, because 2 or 3 things that he said are right. 2 or 3 things only that is correct. It's correct. 2 or 3 things, my brother Big Head. And whoever's interviewing you, you guys could call me. My numbers is in my live, the Ghetto Gossip Show, Rikers Island Stories, aka the K Solo Show. You guys could call me. My number is there. I have a few cell phone numbers, you know what I'm saying? I have a few cell phones, you know what I'm saying? But I use one cell phone for YouTube. So you guys can call me on that one, because this is the one this phone that I'm doing this recording right now. This is the phone that I use for Rikers Island Stories, for my stories and all that good stuff. Okay, this phone right here that I'm using right now. So, Big Head, you a little bit right. I'm not gonna lie to you, my brother. You're a little bit right. But it was just not one dude. It was just not one grasshopper. The dude that's doing the interview, he's telling Big Head it was 2. Big Head looks a little lost. A little lost, my brother. I'm not, with all due respect, once again, with all due respect, I understand that was your street brother. That was my Rikers Island homeboy. My dude. The only Puerto Rican that those 2 brothers used to mess around with, it was with me. Because they heard about me that it took me 2 weeks to get back my sneakers. And I got my sneakers back. And then I started doing things that I didn't, saying that was done to me. They took my sneakers, and then when I got my sneakers back in 2 weeks, the dude that gave me back my sneakers, he was in the other side of 6 Upper. I was in B, he was in A. You understand what I'm saying? So, people, listen to me. Grasshopper and Bruce Lee, a.k.a. Kato, got locked up in 84 for a body. They was, I think they was on down with the Black Dragons or the Flying Dragons, something like that. It was in 85, so imagine, but many years ago. So, whoever sent me this video that put it into my thing, thank you, my brother. I think it was Johnny or Tommy or whatever it was. I appreciate that. But listen to me. You could call me on this phone. I'm going to give you my number right here. This is me, K Solo. If you want to interview somebody, interview me, man. And I will talk to about those 2 brothers, 2 legends. And I was their friend. I got to say that I was proud to be their friend. The only Puerto Rican that they used to mess around with, bro, it was with me. Yeah, they was not racist. Because they used to talk to Puerto Ricans, they used to talk to blacks, but they didn't trust a lot of black brothers. They didn't trust a lot of blacks. I'm going to keep it official with you. They didn't trust a lot of blacks because of what happened to them. And why that started? Because they was not going for that bullshit that 5%ers was on. 5%ers was on some crazy shit, bro. Towards Puerto Ricans, towards white boys, towards Chinese. And why they mess with me? Because I was the only Puerto Rican, well, not the only one, but the only new Puerto Rican, because I was a new jack. Every Puerto Rican that was there, they had a team. I went in there by myself as solo. You feeling me? And I did my thing, and they respect that. And I had to bring their food to them, from the mess hall to the receiving room, because the COs did not want them to get in any trouble. They gave them that job. They put them in the same house together. And they said, we're going to give you a job like that to keep these two brothers busy. To keep these two brothers busy, because the captains, the COs, they did not want no drama with these two brothers, B. No drama. You feeling me? Remember, 3 riot squad plus 9 or 10 inmates, B. Niggas was, motherfuckers, I didn't want to say the word niggas, you know what I'm saying? That, I don't mean like that, but I'm talking about homeboys, niggas, whatever. All these niggas was in the floor. Puerto Rican COs, black COs, white COs, they was knocked the fuck out. With all due respect, once again, to that brother Big Head, I gave him that name. I'm Grasshopper. All right? And once again, the only thing that he's right is that when homeboy said, if you knew him or how old, homeboy came and said, no, they was older than me, blah, blah. Yes, you right about that, Big Head. Grasshopper was my age. Me and Grasshopper used to get along. I used to get along with Grasshopper more than Kato, a.k.a. Bruce Lee, or Bruce Lee, a.k.a. Kato. They was good dudes, man. Really good dudes. And what they liked about me, because I used to box. So they taught me a few things they taught me. Like one of my moves that I do, I don't want to say my things, but they taught me how to move my legs, how to knock somebody out without touching them. Well, one thing you got to touch, you know what I'm saying? But, and this is no gay shit like that. With your foot, how to knock somebody out with your foot, bro. They taught me how to do that. You feeling me? Because, yes, Grasshopper did love Kung Fu, but his brother, Bruce Lee, a.k.a. Kato, loved it more than Grasshopper. And Kato, Bruce Lee, was better than Grasshopper in fighting. I'm sorry, but I gotta say that. It's the truth. Grasshopper, as Chinese brothers, Grasshopper used to listen to his big brother. No doubt about that. So if anybody wanna talk about those two brothers, man, they were my boys, and once again, I am proud to say they was my boys, and I am proud to say that I met them. I used to laugh with them. I used to eat with them. I used to smoke cigarettes with them, because after a while, they used to give me cigarettes. I'd be like, nah, I'm good. I got cigarettes. You understand what I'm saying? But, they was kind of cheap with their cigarettes, but not with me, though. Not with me, man. And that's why I loved it about them. And when I found out that one of them got killed, and I believe it was the oldest one, I cried. I cried, B. And I found this out in Rikers Island in my 3rd trip to Rikers Island. I cried. I'm not going to front. They were my boys. To Grasshopper, if Grasshopper you living, man, or Bruce Lee, I'm sorry. My condolence. I am sorry, man, that you lost your brother. But for anybody out there, man, if you want to know more about these two brothers, man, let me know, man. Holla at me, okay? And to Big Head, I'm sorry I got to call you Big Head because I can't really pronounce your name. I want to say good interview. And to the guy that's giving you the interview, to the guy that's asking you the questions, good interview, beautiful interview. But I have to come out and say something about that because somebody sent me this video and they sent me the link and everything. So I had to go in and see what this was about. And when I saw Grasshopper, I said, wait a minute. And no, I'm not mad. But if you want to talk to somebody and want to know the truth, because all I could tell you is 3 months that I was with them. For 3 months, I was with them. If I remember, I think they copped out or they blew trial. I can't remember if they blew trial or they copped out. I can't remember. But I know they went upstate for a few years, man. They gave these two brothers football numbers. They gave them football numbers. You understand what I'm saying? So you already know, man. This is your boy K Solo. This is Ghetto Gossip, a.k.a. the Rikers Island Story Show, man. You want to holler at me, man, and I'll tell you guys the truth, what I know about them while they was in Rikers Island. Anything in the streets, I don't know about them. I don't know nothing about them in the streets. But I do know they was there for a murder, and I believe they was in the Black Dragons or the Flying Dragons, something like that. And the one that told me was this other Chinese dude who I met in, what year was that? I met this other Chinese dude in God, when I went upstate. When I went upstate on my last trip, uh 89. No, 89 nigga, 89. I got married in 96, 97, 98, excuse me, 98. When I met this other Chinese dude, I met him in what house was this? This was in what house was this? What house was this? It was a module, not 9 module. Oh man, I forgot what house was the house that I met this other Chinese dude that me and him got close also. Me and him got close, and I said a story about him that they some dudes, once again, black brothers, black dudes, whatever, they took his cigarettes and they gave it back to him because I was about to blow this up, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that time I was rocking with Latin Kings. No question about that. You understand what I'm saying? So they didn't want no drama. They did not want no drama. The dudes that took their cigarettes, they was not Bloods, because at that time we was at war with Bloods, and I did not live with no blood in no house. Only very, very, very few Bloods I lived with. You understand what I'm saying? Very few. Because I had, you know, if I'm going to sleep, I want to sleep with my both eyes closed. I don't want to think about the next man that's going to come and cut me or stab me. You feel me? So that's why I refuse to live in a blood house or with any blood at that time when we was at serious war with the Bloods. All right? So this is your boy, K Solo. Once again, call me on this number. To the dude that's interviewing Big Head, my number, once again, man, this number is 929. You feeling me? 929-504. Once again, 929-504. You got that? 8653. 8653. To whoever is doing the interview, to Big Head, holla at me. And in Big Head, if you want to holla at me, my brother. I am proud to tell you about your street brother. I will tell you everything that I know for the 3.5 months that I was with them. I would gladly tell you guys about them. They was beautiful, strong Chinese brothers, man. Very strong Chinese brothers, and also wise, especially Kato, no question. All right, Kato was older than me and Grasshopper. So you already know. Holla at your boy K Solo. This is Ghetto Gossip, a.k.a. Rikers Island Stories. Holla.